I. Welcome once again to G Dynamic TV. Yeah, it's a boy, King, the king himself. And I'm welcoming you in a grand style to G Dynamic TV, home of pure entertainment and gist. If you are new on this channel, please click on the subscription and click on the notification bell so you won't miss out on any of our latest gist. Implement 2009 agreements fund or short varsities, says ASUU. This ASUU palaver, eh? Many things that are just happening in this country. We just fuel no D, eat D, everything D. Make God just show us mercy. ASUU President Professor Emmanuel Osodeke, he is a spokesman for them. He said, implement 2009 agreement on fund or short university, says ASUU. The Academic Staff Union of Universities has advised the federal government to either fund universities or shut them down. The national president of ASUU, Professor Emmanuel Osodeke, who said this in a telephone interview with our correspondent on Sunday, insisted that government must implement the agreement it signed with the union in 2009. If you've not forgotten, my people, I told you a couple of weeks ago that the ASUU, he called the federal government on an unfaithful spouse. Said, you guys are unfaithful. You can still remember. Also, Deke said this in response to the Minister of Labour, Employment and Productivity. That's Dr. Chris Ngige, who during an interview with Channels Television on Thursday stated that the federal government did not have the funds to meet its obligations in the agreement signed with ASUU. I don't understand. The main part of this thing is that they had a meeting together, like both bodies sat down and okay, Chris Ngige, that minister, he represented the federal government, and then ASU was on seat, and then they are still going around individually to talk. So it is not making sense. I've been waiting, I think, my people. Yeah, you can drop your comments in the comment section. But to me, this thing no they make sense at all. Ingige said the government was considering renegotiation of the terms of the agreement with ASU in the effort to end the ongoing strike by university lecturers. However, the national president of ASU, Osadeke, said anything concerning improving and investing in the universities, government would always say it had no money. But they can give Afghanistan money, abi. Na me talk that one, no. Na me talk that one. Na me get Zazu. Na me talk that. Yes. We don't know, maybe it was a fake news though. But they can give Afghanistan money, But they can't. But the education for their own children, we don't blame them. Their own children, they attend universities for Nigeria. As well. We'll continue. He stated, that's coming from ASU president. He said, and I quote, the Nigerian type of politician does not take education serious. That is just it. They don't take them serious. So I'm telling you the basic fact now. Like they don't take them serious. They believe education since their own children go school abroad now. So they're always on the verge of, even if it is possible, where the politicians we have. I'm not mentioning names, I beg you. Politicians we have, they will almost say, see, no more schools in Nigeria. Just lock all schools there. We don't want to operate any schools again. If it is possible for them, I'm telling you. The man also continued, he said, can they tell this country how much they spent on COVID-19? I can assure you the crisis in education is 10 times what COVID-19 is because what shapes a nation is education. If it collapses, you have nothing. They were building railways here and there. They were bailing out discos, electricity distribution companies, which they sold to private people. But they are still buying meters for them to sell to Nigerian people. But when it has to do with education that will shape this country, they will say they don't have money. They are increasing their tour allowances. They move around all over the world. You saw the wife of the president celebrating birthday in Dubai, and all governors' wives were there with their aides. They have hundreds of millions of naira for their children's education in the UK. They have money, government money, but to fund education, they don't have money. We have told them they either close down the universities and prepare for youth, or let's for once solve this problem and move ahead so that we start having foreign students who will pay in dollars as school fees. Foreign lecturers will come here to teach so that we don't pay these huge amounts we are using to move Nigerian students from Ukraine to Nigeria. They had money to go and move the children of the rich from Ukraine. They spent over $8 million, but to fund Nigerian universities, they don't have money. It is not true. They have money, they are just playing games. This one they spit to they spit fire, man. They spit fire. More talk true. He also continued, yes, he has not stopped. He said the children of the poor will suffer in Nigerian universities, while their children will have good education outside the country. When they are through, they come back here and take the Jewish jobs here and keep lording it over the children of the poor. It's a class issue. For us, the option is for them. They shut down all the universities and let all the children go and learn mechanics, or they fund the universities. What is your own opinion? You can just drop one or two comments in the comment section. What is your own opinion? Do you think what the ASUU is doing is good, or do you think what the federal government is doing is so bad? Hmm? No, the man don't finish answer. He talks say na class issue, say na class, na true na class issue. I'm telling you, na class issue. He also reacted to Ngige's statement that the government was calling for renegotiation of the 2009 agreement it signed with ASUU. Osodeke stated, "We are not signing any agreement or MOU with them. They should implement what they agreed upon 13 years ago. At that time, the exchange rate was $1 to less than 100 naira. But now the exchange rate is $1 to more than 500 naira. Even the value of that money before we agreed in 2019 had already been eroded. We have finished renegotiation, but if they have gone back to their principles, that there is an area we should look at, we will look at it. We are ready. We have finished the negotiation. All the things we asked for were scientifically calculated. On what basis do they want to reduce them?" He said as the strike entered the third week, the government had not made any genuine effort to meet the union's demands. And if you've not forgotten, it's just for they embarked on a 1 month warning strike. They are still on their warning strike. So we don't know if the warning strike is going to evolve into an indefinite strike, but I pray it won't. Some of the union's demands, which have yet to be met, are funding for revitalization of public universities, earned academic allowances, university transparency accountability solution, promotion areas, renegotiation of 2009 ASUU and FGN agreement, and the inconsistencies in integrated payroll and personnel information system payment. Osodeke stated, "Nothing concrete has been done. My members are saying we don't want stories, promises. By now they should have told us the issue of UTAS has been approved. That shouldn't take them more than 2 days." Nothing has changed. They can do all those things within 1 week. If we take it that there is a crisis in education, they can do it. And now we've come to the end of the gist this morning for ASUU. It is becoming more. Last week, Minister Ngige was saying, Chris Ngige said they want to make sure that any demand of house will not affect any wages. What is wages? You're now picking the travel, then the school abroad. It is well, the way the society is full of class, well, so I'm not surprised. Thank you very much. My name is KIG. You're welcome on board. You're welcome on board. This is G Dynamic. I love you. Have a pleasant week.